Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Chicago Cubs and the Toronto Blue Jays. The Cubs are white hot as they stare down consecutive win number 20. They'll go for it right after this. Hyunjin Ryu gets the starting assignment in this one for the Jays. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Well, Matt, he reminds me, he's the closest thing that I've seen to David Wells. You watch him throw, he's 89 to 93 miles an hour, kind of a big, loopy, overhand curveball, does have the hard slider and the changeup. A good athlete for a big guy. You'll know if he's on early, he has to get his breaking pitches over to make his fastball effective.
And it's fouled away.
First pitch, 107.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Fouled off. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
The mark of a great pitcher is the ability to put people away when you have 2 strikes on him. He wasn't able to do it to start the game. Let's see if he makes the adjustment.
So now to the plate, David Bote, fouled away. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here's the 0-1. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Pretty standard pitch sequence right there. Just how you draw it up in a perfect world. Jump ahead 0-2, and then you toss a changeup in the dirt to get him to chase for a strikeout on 3 pitches. If only it were always that easy.
Baez breaks from first. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Baez stands at first with 1 out. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Ready on 0-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, Dero. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside quarter, give it to me, but don't keep.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Cubs strand 1, and now the Blue Jays will get their initial shot. No score. John Lester gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a fun one to watch. This guy's been around the block for a while, but he's having a rock-solid season with a real good ERA. It'll be really interesting to see how he attacks his opposing lineup.
Striding in, Joe Pennant. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And the pitch.
The second baseman.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Dan Dero, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Batting second.
Into the box now, Bo Bichette. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Now the first pitch here from Lester. And he lays off here, but it's a called strike 1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. And he fouls this one off.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone, pounding his zone.
Grounded up the first baseline. Rizzo was there, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third, the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Standing in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's gone 0 for his first 6 at-bats in the series so far. Lester's ready. Here's the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Souza is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Blue Jays go down in order. Still no score. Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The catcher, Victor.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And it's fouled away. Caratini stands 6'1" and hits from both sides of the plate. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. The windup and the 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Ready now, Kyle Schwarber. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0 for 4 line. Boy, not the way he wanted to start out here. It's 0-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1.
Well, that's pretty much a no-brainer right there. If a guy misses that bad on a curveball, you've got to throw him another one. That was better recognition there.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Now here's the pitch.
Oh, that's out.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
Fouled off. Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They really got him figured out.
Into the box now, Steven Souza. He swings and grounds it to short. A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at all to make a play here, so despite the effort, the inning will continue.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, D'Lo, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. His past history with Hyun-Jin Ryu, he's 2 for 4. A runner on first with 2 away. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
Fly ball out toward left center field. And that's in there, base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back two-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
At the plate now, Nico Horner, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Comes set, the 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates.
Teoscar Hernandez. back to school time here at the ballpark. But there's still time to take in a few more games before that dreaded first bell rings. Individual seats are still available. Or why not pick up a 4 or 6 game mini plan? Perfect for those final few nights of summer vacation. Visit any stadium ticket window for ticket information.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Late swing there on the changeup. Couldn't make up his mind, I guess. It's strike 2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. He comes into this one at 248. 17 home runs and 55 driven in. And it's quickly 0-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Here it comes, 0-2. And he got him.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Here's Randall Grichuk. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And that is off the wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Well, unfortunately, being close isn't quite good enough most of the time. Love the effort in the outfield, and he was close to making that play, but instead it's a double. That's a risky play, though. Could have been a lot worse than a double.
Fouled away. Bottom of the second here with no score. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Danger averted following the 2-out double. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show. Here's Javier Baez.
Leading off for the Cubs, the shortstop, Javier.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Standing in now, David Bote, as he'll follow one into the dirt and come up empty for the first strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. Really tied him up on that one.
Yikes, he kind of looked clueless on that swing right there, man. If I'm pitching, I'm going right back to that same pitch.
And he is in complete control now. 7 strikeouts as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Designated hitter, Kris Bryant.
Digging in next will be Kris Bryant, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Welcome back as the Blue Jays look to get their bats going in the third inning. And you can say they've been trying to do that pretty much all year. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening, so he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope, that's a ball.
Holy smokes. That's the first ball they've taken the entire game so far. They're swinging at everything.
Late that time for a strike.
Oh, 1 strike.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes, yeah.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. So with 1 away in the inning, we'll give you a look at the current standings entering play. As you can see that these guys have a pretty good stranglehold on the division to this point. So striding forward now, Danny Jansen. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. On a good curveball. Came back to catch the strike zone there, and it's 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Here's Joe Panik.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Behind 0-2 now. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
The 0-1 delivery. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
And he fouls this one off. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Now batting, the catcher.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Victor Caratini, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
Ready with another 0-2.
0-1.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
The 1-2.
I got the count. 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
And right into the shift. Shaw fields it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the DH, Bo Bichette.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Now the first pitch here from Lester. And Lester back to work as this is swung on and missed for the first strike.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
In now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Good pitch there, had him a little out in front.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
Lester's 2-0 home. And he'll continue this roll he's on. Make it 6 strikeouts in a row. Gracious, 2 away.
Wow, talk about mowing him down. How about 2 strikeouts on 6 pitches? He isn't messing around. And these last 2 batters have had no answer for what he's throwing up there.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
And it's fouled away. Fouled off. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. 7 in a row. Flat out dominant, and the inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. Over 90% of their at-bats have started with a swing on the first pitch. And given their lack of run production, that approach clearly isn't working. He said adjustment number 1 has to be to allow the at-bats to develop and look for good pitches to hit in deeper counts where they will hopefully have more of an advantage over the pitcher.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. And he chased it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Souza is retired, and there's 1 away. And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Here it comes. Popped him up. Hannock over to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. The next Cub up, Nico Horner. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him.
Outside, that's the ball.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Fouled away. Again, he sends it out of play. The 1-2. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. A solo shot here to left, number 10 for him on the year. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
Hey, I know we're not sitting up here with a crystal ball, but that swing right there, although in the middle innings, could be the deciding factor. And we could be looking back at this one when it's all said and done.
And that brings up Javi Baez. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The windup and the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
The 1-2. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Leading off.
Thank you, Heidi.
The shortstop, Lourdes Gurriel.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Late that time for a strike.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the game plan is today. Too many early swings. They got to be a little bit more patient at the plate.
In there, strike 2.
Hang on.
And with a big pitch here, he'll step off and rethink things. 0-2 now from Lester. 8 in a row. He got another one. What a roll he's on. 1 away.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Randall Grichuk at the plate now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that same pitch. You could tell he jelly-legged him at the plate a little bit. Froze him, but just missed the zone.
And he fouls this one off. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
So digging in next will be Travis Shaw. No balls and 1 strike. Hit softly down the line at first. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
He had just retired 9 straight batters right there. He hadn't been in this stretch in a long time. Let's see if the offense can break through.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and in to hit next the speedy Billy McKinney. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
Lester sets. Here it is on 0-2. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. 1 left for Toronto. They're down 1-0. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll give way to the third baseman, David Bote.
The third baseman, number 13.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
You know, pitching isn't always about throwing strikes. Sometimes you just need to make sure your opponent isn't too comfortable up there. And that's just what he did right there. Busted him inside with good hard stuff.
1-1. Hit hard to third. Reined in. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batter.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Good off-speed pitch. Had him out in front for strike 1.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deeper, and be willing to work deep into the count.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Can't connect there. It's 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Into the box, Anthony Rizzo.
He swings and sends it in the air to right center field.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they lead it 1-0. Up next is Danny Jansen. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Now a little dribbler here off to the right side of the mound. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Joe Pennant. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. In there for strike 1, 0-1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Count remains at 0-2.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
And now a check swing, but did he go around is the question. No, he did not, says Carl Dixon down at third base. It's ball 1. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
So now to the plate, Bo Bichette, as Lester jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. it back up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the third baseman.
At the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Souza is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Blue Jays held in check. They still trail 1-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Victor Caratini. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Kyle Schwarber. No hits to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well hit out to straightaway center. McKinney going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The right fielder, number 21.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Steven Souza. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Popped him up. Shaw is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Down go the Cubs on just 4 pitches. They lead it 1-0. Last half of the 7th here, and striding into the plate next will be Teoscar Hernandez.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Oof, and it's safe to say he doesn't look all that comfortable up there. 0-2 now.
You see that swing right there? You know what that tells me, boys? That this pitcher is doing his job right here. But also the offense is obviously not picking anything up today.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Teoscar Hernandez is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Fielded cleanly on to first, and there were 2 down. Digging in, Rendell Grichuk. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. It remains 1-0. Wilmer Font has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 63, Wilmer.
So here's Albert Almora next.
Leading off to the cut.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Albert.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Font comes at hitters with a good hard fastball, one that's certainly fun to watch.
He's a throwback to kind of guys that he likes his fastball. It's a good fastball, not the best fastball in the game, and he's not afraid to throw it. And you know what else, Matty V? He goes right at the hitters.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Almora is retired, and there's 1 away. The Blue Jays are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. And he'll be very happy with how the day went.
Well, this is one of those as a pitcher where you don't get rewarded for pitching well. He threw the ball great in this one. Didn't get much run support. He's in line for the loss, and he deserves a much better fate. He threw the ball pretty well in this one.
Able to squeeze this one is Panic, and there are 2 away now.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
So a rather weak start to the at-bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1.
And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Maybe a rug burner too after that one as we get another look at it here. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
No balls and a strike to count. Now the pitch. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. That'll bring up Billy McKinney. Now the first pitch here from Lester. And he lays off there 1-0.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
At the plate now, Danny Jansen. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
Strike 3. 19 strikeouts for him now. Blue Jays go down in order. Justin Miller enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first 2.
Fouled off. Another 0-2 home. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, 1 down. At the plate now is the designated hitter, Chris Bryant. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
And he lays off for ball 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. So here's the cleanup hitter, Anthony Rizzo. The first 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. A ball and no strikes. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Popped him up. Two out, nobody on. A bouncer to the left side. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is. Stepping in, Joe Panik. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him for an even 20 strikeouts now thus far, as he's just been flat unhittable. Now to the plate, Bo Bichette. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid one hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
That evens it up 1-1. Here's the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Stepping in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Now the 1-0. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. This is foul right side. Final strike for the Blue Jays. Again, another foul ball. 1 strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. The Cubbies get their 100th victory of the season, best in the division. Not a surprise. John Lester earns win number 15 on the year as he struck out 22 batters, breaking the single game record. Hyunjin Ryu racked up 12 strikeouts, but still ends up taking the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Chicago Cubs. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Blue Jays, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. The winning pitcher is John Lester. His record now is 15-4. The loss goes to Hyunjin Ryu. He falls to 11-8. Time of the ball game, a swift 2 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, John Lester tossed a dominating complete game shutout, leading the Cubbies over the Blue Jays 1-0. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. Hyunjin Ryu took the loss in this one despite racking up 12 punch-outs in the effort. As of right now, the Blue Jays sit in last place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Cubs are in first place in the NL Central. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. Robbie Erlin got the W and now has 5 this year as the Buccos took down the Reds 1-0. At the start of the day, the Reds sit in fourth place in the National League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Pirates are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Milwaukee Brewers finished off a 3-game sweep as they beat the Cardinals on the road 7-3. They now have 6 straight victories. In the standings, the Cardinals are in third place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Brewers are second in the division, but they currently hold a spot in the NL wildcard race. The Miami Marlins combined for 10 hits as a team as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 5-2. Heading into the day, the Braves sit in second place in the National League East Division, 9 games back, while the Marlins are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Washington Nationals launched 3 home runs as they bested the visiting Padres 8-1. As of right now, the Nationals are in first place in the NL East. They are enjoying a comfortable 9-game cushion, while the Padres are in third place in the NL West, 12.5 games back. The Phillies brought out the rooms in a 3-game sweep as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 5-2. Entering the day's action, the Mets are in third place in the NL East, 12.5 games back, while the Phillies are fourth in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Dodgers allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 3-1. As of today, the Dodgers are in first place in the NL West, a commanding 8.5 games ahead of second, while the Diamondbacks are second in the division, yet they currently lead the race for the National League wildcard. The Colorado Rockies sent 3 balls into the seats as they grabbed a win in extras over the Giants 11-5. At the start of the day, the Giants are in last place in the NL West. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Rockies are fourth in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Tampa Bay Rays completed a 3-game series sweep as they took down the visiting Orioles 1-0. As of right now, the Rays sit in third place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Orioles are fourth in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Red Sox combined for 4 total home runs as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 8-5. In the standings, the Red Sox are in first place in the AL East. They have a commanding 7.5 game advantage over second, while the Athletics sit in second place in the American League West. They're 2 games back. The White Sox smacked 15 team hits as they pummeled the Yankees 8-1. Entering the day's action, the White Sox are in third place in the AL Central. They're 13.5 out of first place. And the Yankees are in second place in the AL East. They're 7.5 games out of first. The Mariners put together 10 total hits as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 6-2. Heading into the day, the Indians are in second place in the AL Central, 10 games out of first, while the Mariners sit in last place in the American League West Division. They're 19.5 games out of first. The Texas Rangers finished off a 3-game sweep as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 3-2. As of today, the Tigers are in last place in the AL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Rangers are leading the AL West, 2 games up on second place. The Minnesota Twins earned the 3-game series sweep as they dethroned the Royals 7-0. At the start of the day, the Twins are leading the American League Central Division, an impressive 10 games ahead of second. And the Royals are fourth in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim picked up 14 hits in total as they got the home victory against the Astros 7-2. Entering the day's action, the Angels sit in fourth place in the American League West, 13 games out. And the Astros are third in the division, 6 games out of first. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.